For over a century, a crime scene meant a highly controlled physical perimeter, yellow tape, flashing lights, and isolated environment accessible only to professional investigators, gathering evidence behind closed doors. Today, that physical boundary has collapsed. Perpetrators are bypassing investigators entirely, turning their smartphones into broadcast towers to live stream their crimes to the public. In August 2013, Miami police didn't have to hunt for a confession in an interrogation room. Derek Medina shot and killed his wife, then logged onto Facebook. He posted a photograph of her bloodied body alongside a written confession, hitting upload before he ever surrendered to authorities. 2 years later, a Pennsylvania teenager named Maxwell Morton shot his best friend in the face. Morton didn't run or hide the weapon. Instead, he opened Snapchat and took a selfie with the victim's body in the background. And in the Bronx, police investigating the brutal dismemberment of Tanya Bird found the primary evidence sitting right in the camera roll of her own son, Bashid McLean. He had posed for a trophy photograph holding his mother's severed head. These uploads turned social media platforms into digital crime scenes. Communication tools are now being used to weaponize extreme violence for algorithmic reach. Once a perpetrator uploads the evidence, the narrative leaves their control and enters the machinery of the algorithm. Content moderation teams are instantly pitted against the sheer speed of viral distribution. In July 2019, in the quiet upstate city of Utica, New York, a 17-year-old named Bianca Devins was murdered by an acquaintance named Brandon Clark. Clark deliberately engineered a viral event. He uploaded photographs of Devins' nearly decapitated body to a Discord server and to his Instagram story, maximizing his audience before police even knew a crime had occurred. A single red node, the original post, rapidly multiplies into thousands of connections, remaining visible for days across platforms. But the community fought back. Traumatized users spammed the hashtag #PinkCloudsForBianca, flooding the network with pink nodes to successfully bury the graphic images. Billion-dollar tech companies failed to contain the graphic aftermath of a murder on their own servers, inadvertently outsourcing the immense psychological burden of crime scene cleanup to their own traumatized users. The same algorithms optimized to push real crime to the top of a feed also amplify fabrications. In Cochise County, Arizona, a single hoax post about a fictional serial killer was distributed so widely it triggered a county-wide panic before police could confirm the threat was imaginary. While law enforcement struggles to catch these digital ghosts, they often overcompensate by heavily policing something else entirely: clear satire and harmless online jokes. Take the case of Larry Bushart in Tennessee. He posted a meme on Facebook making light of the death of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. For that post, local authorities arrested Bushart and held him in jail for 5 weeks on a $2 million bond. Anthony Novak was prosecuted in Ohio simply for running a parody Facebook page mocking his local police department. In Louisiana, Wayland Bailey was arrested by a SWAT team and charged under an anti-terrorism law for posting a joke about a zombie outbreak. There is a sharp irony in how the law is applied online. While authorities struggle to contain the immediate, real-world trauma of a viral murder, they have proven extremely efficient at hunting down and arresting citizens for harmless digital speech. Lawmakers are beginning to establish new boundaries. Inside the New York State Capitol, the brutal spread of Bianca Devins' murder photos prompted a direct legislative response known as Bianca's Law. Signed into law by Governor Kathy Hochul, the measure formally criminalizes the intentional, degrading spread of a victim's personal image. It imposes a strict legal consequence for digital cruelty that platforms failed to stop. But writing new laws to restrict content is only half the battle. At the U.S. Supreme Court, organizations like the Institute for Justice are fighting to strip police officers of qualified immunity, the legal shield that protects government officials from civil lawsuits. Ending qualified immunity is essential to ensure that law enforcement cannot arbitrarily arrest citizens merely for posting online parody or satire without facing financial and professional consequences. This global digital witness was seen clearly during the capital murder trial of Christopher Preciado in Texas. Thousands of viewers from Australia to Europe tuned into the Bearser County livestream, following the case of a murdered young couple and their unborn child, to see if the digital record would finally lead to a conviction. The future of justice requires a dual mandate. We need tech tools powerful enough to immediately scrub real violence from the internet, paired with legal frameworks robust enough to protect free speech from police overreach.